We need to implement measures that further reduce contacts and mobility. Effective Wednesday, January 5th at 12:01 a.m., Ontario will return to a modified Step 2 of the roadmap to reopen.
With Ontario's COVID cases rising to record counts, it came as no surprise that Ontario has once again banned indoor dining at restaurants.
Measures include reducing social gathering limits to 5 people indoors and 10 people outdoors, requiring businesses and organizations to ensure employees work remotely unless the nature of their work requires them to be on site, closing indoor dining at restaurants, bars, and other food or drink establishments while permitting outdoor dining with restrictions, takeout, drive-through, and delivery.
The government of Ontario says the measures will be in place until January 26th.
We saw the numbers growing, and of course it was leaked out the day before. We saw it coming. We were all standing around the TV in the dining room watching Doug Ford make the announcement to see the look on the team members' faces to realize that they're going home again. And just like our business, Christmas money was just spent and bills are coming in at the worst time. As for the restaurant owners out there, December was a fairly good month. It was nowhere where it should have been, but it was a pretty good month. And then to be faced with December's bills in January when you're closed is a very difficult thing.
Premier Ford says the closures are necessary to avoid further strain on the Ontario healthcare system.
We were one of the lucky ones. We were down a lot. We're still down about 50 to 60%. Thank God for the locals. Things changed. All of a sudden, your takeout and delivery business became paramount. My team saved us by stepping up their quality immensely. Our specials had to change. Social media became paramount. Advertising is part of my day, like making dough is. It's an hour and a half to make dough, and it's a half hour to sit down after that, relax, and put out your specials across your platforms.
But for Albert, it's more than just about business. It's how will the restaurant staff survive as well.
It's difficult to see. When CERB was in play, the younger people that could afford to live on CERB were happy to step down. The seniority-driven members, CERB was not nearly enough to cover their mortgages and their cars, which is our goal, to have people own things and be proud of their jobs. We were able to maintain all of our seniority people in ratio because of the government's assistance. I'll be the first to say they helped us too. Everybody's complaining about government, but without their assistance, energy subsidies, some wage subsidies, without that, we would have had to lock the doors. We're the fortunate one to have a fair takeout game going on. For the restaurants that didn't have it, I do not know how they made it.